So, it's finally here. I've been I've been dreading this since season 1 ended.
Yep.
I mean, I've done videos on it, we've done streams on it. There's been nothing but, I guess, I don't know how to describe it, just everything that we've seen, like, promoting the show and talking about the show was telling us, hey, season 2 is gonna be fucking hot garbage. And obviously we haven't watched the episode yet. I've heard nothing but bad things from everyone on the Discord server who's watched it, everyone that I trust that has watched it. Of course you've got the shills out there saying, oh, it's the best thing ever, it's a continuation of season 1 and it's really, really good. Well, I mean, that just tells me even more that it's gonna be fucking dog shit, you know?
Yeah.
Something I do want to talk about quickly before we start, and this is more of a little fun thing to do along the side, maybe a little bit soul-crushing. I have a bingo card set up. There's a link in the description, and it'll randomly generate a bingo card based on suggestions on the Discord server of what we think is going to happen in Season 2. So, for anyone watching who wants to play along with this, have their own bingo card for the entire season, there's a link in the description for that to generate a card. If you're aiming for full card completion, potentially, you might need to re-roll several times because there's a few options on the list that they contradict each other. It's like, among the things we have on the list is, oh, Lucy kills Mr. House, the Ghoul kills Mr. House, Maximus kills Mr. House. It's because, like, yeah, any three of those are possible. So if you get both those on your card, you might need to re-roll. And I'll be keeping track of my own card in the edit of this video, of course. It looks like we are starting off with a recap.
Oh god, the mark of the devil.
Then you will have to adapt. The bounty came down.
God,
Somebody
it's still so annoying that dude. Oh my god, really? We're gonna show this again? Really?
Why would you show
Why?
this?
This was so embarrassing. Even people who like the show thought this scene was embarrassing. What the fuck are they doing? And here I was about to say, like, oh man, the one character I was actually hoping to get more screen time with because he actually seemed like he might be an interesting character, only to fucking die.
He only had the one episode and he was done. He was out.
Yep.
It's like, yeah, there's something vaguely kind of possibly interesting there. They kind of set up a mystery with him as, oh shit, he somehow knows who Lucy McLean is. He has, like, in-depth knowledge of her vault somehow. Oh, this could be interesting. No. No, why would it be interesting? Why would they do anything interesting?
Yep.
And of course, like, not even a minute in and we've already got the ghoul fucking music yodeling again. I know it's a recap, but fuck, man. I'm not looking forward to having to hear that 50 times every episode.
Yeah, pretty much every time he's on screen, we're probably going to hear some version of a yodel.
It's like they do a scene where he fucking walks behind a building to take a piss and you'll be hearing the yodeling still. No!
Where's
I don't even know the fucking recap and we've heard it twice! Fuck! Do the war never
but
changes.
also an
Do it.
opportunity. Because war, well,
Yes!
war never changes.
They made the pause so much shorter than it actually was.
Yeah.
I was hoping they would do the full war. And then pause for like a good fucking 15 seconds, and then she says war never changes. We were robbed.
The water chip is
Oh god.
The vault only
Don't
has enough
remind
water
me
to
of the
keep our
fucking
pocket.
vault subplot. I forgot about that. Oh god, we're gonna have to deal with that again. Oh no. Oh, I forgot about this. It was so shit. I just like expelled it from my mind that it was even a part of the show.
So are they actually going to do something with the fucking water chip? Because in season 1, that just seemed like hey guys, look, remember Fallout 1? The water chip. And
yeah,
then,
I thought that was just a throwaway gag, but then here they are referencing it as if it's a meaningful plot point to go over again.
You don't think it's weird that we always...
You know what that felt like? Hold on. That kind of felt like a fucking clickbait or something, you know, like a false thing where it's like, oh, if you miss season 1, look at all this drama you're missing. Meanwhile, if you actually go back to season 1, you see that scene, you'll know that it was treated as a fucking joke.
Kinda. The thing that strikes me more is that they bring up this, like, very serious threat to the vault, and then they never expand on it. They never talk about it again for the rest of the season, when it's like, hey, I'm sorry, this is something really fucking significant here that you're not talking about?
Yeah, and that's what I mean, is like, here, it's being treated as if it was treated seriously, as if that was an important thing, but then season 1 didn't do that at all. Like, the actual season that appeared in, it was treated as a one-off joke and is never brought up again. So it's weird that they're, like, trying to put weight on it, like it was treated sincerely, when we know it wasn't.
Yeah.
You're a good person. The wasteland sucks.
No, he's not a good person. Fuck off.
No, he's evil. He is actually evil.
The Brotherhood.
And also, why are you not showing his
They're
most,
never
like,
gonna stop.
iconic peak scenes where he says, are you gonna make my cock explode? Or do you want to make my cock explode?
God.
They deny us our peak so that they can sell us so they can sell their fake medicine.
I wonder if anyone survived.
Oh,
I
God.
did.
This is something I regret not putting on the bingo card as we see Maximus's flashback again. This wouldn't count because it's a recap, but I'm fully expecting to see it at least twice this season.
Yeah, I forgot how much how much they played it over and over in season 1.
Yeah, they played it like 7 or 8 times across the entire season, sometimes multiple times per episode.
Yeah.
You see what this place does to people? I've waited over 200 years.
God.
Yeah, fuck off with the yodeling. Oh my God.
Fuck, man. We are gonna have to hear it so many times per episode.
Yeah.
Like, every
Also,
time...
oh boy, I love being reminded of the fucking one-shot power armor shit scene too as well. Oh, so great. I love how one of the most iconic fucking, like, powerful things from the games is just turned into a fucking joke where it's like, oh yeah, you could just one-shot those actually. Yeah, there's this little spot right below the chest plate that if you shoot it, yeah, it just instantly kills anyone wearing it. Yeah. That doesn't completely defeat the entire point of the armor.
The chest plate, by the way, on the front, where it's gonna be taking most of its fucking hits.
Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the yodeling is basically their cue for, like, look how cool this guy is. That's all the yodeling says, and it's really fucking lame.
It is. It's also really weird. It's like, oh yes, let's have this really badass character. Well, what they see is badass anyway. And yeah, in order to like set the mood for whatever scene he's in, for whatever badassness is coming up, we'll set it to yodeling because that's badass. It's like, what? You might as well have fucking clown music playing in the back every time he comes on.
That would be more fitting music for the show. But yeah, it completely, like, I don't think he's a good character in the first place, like, in terms of writing or whatever. The actor is fine, but, like, the ghoul sucks. And then just, like, every time he shows up to have someone in the background going, it's like, oh my god, fucking stop. You're not making this character interesting or cool. It's so lame.
It doesn't help that I am like forever cursed with the knowledge that Home on the Range was a fucking movie. And so whenever I hear yodeling of any kind, I just like PTSD flashback to the fucking villain character in that movie who fucking like his main talent for evil was yodeling.
What?
And that movie was fucking terrible, by the way. It was so bad. It failed in every regard as a movie. And And yeah, that's what I think of every single time that the yodeling plays whenever fucking the ghoul is on screen. I think of that shit character from that movie, which makes it even worse because it's already a bad character.
To ask somebody one question. Where's my fucking family?
God, that's still just as jarring to hear now as it was back then. What the fuck do you mean? Like, this literally does not come up at all during season 1. It's just this random thing they dropped at the very end of the season that, oh, he's looking for his fucking family who we thought was dead the whole time. And then of course there's all the obvious question of, you had your daughter when the bombs fell.
Yeah. That is such
How did you fucking lose her? And how is she not dead? Because that there's literally only two ways she could be alive. Either somehow the mother re-kidnapped the daughter and cryogenically froze her alongside her, or she also miraculously also turned into a ghoul just like he did. Because otherwise, she would have to be dead. Like, she has to be dead.
So the way I've always, like, interpreted it, and this is part of what makes that intro scene in episode 1 so weird, is the fact that most of the dead people you see in the Fallout games, particularly the 3D games, obviously, all the storytelling skeletons that are around the world, they look like they were going about their day for the most part, and then the nukes dropped and they were just fucking dead. Like, it didn't look like, for the most part, there was any time for panicking or anything else. And this is despite the intro giving warning, by the way, in Fallout 4. But, like, you go in the grocery stores and you see, like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of skeletons still in line at the grocery store, because that's where they were when the bombs dropped and they just died. And, it gives the impression that, like, oh yeah, the nuclear apocalypse, it actually killed everyone really fucking quickly. And those who got into the vault were, I guess, on the early warning system, and that's how they were able to get in. And no one else had that luxury, and everyone was just whoever they happened to be when the bombs dropped. So it's weird to me to see, like, oh look, the bombs are dropping, Cooper Howard is running up and down the road towards the nuke on his horse, and apparently his daughter survived somehow. He survived as a ghoul. We don't even know if he became a ghoul from the nukes being detonated, or if we're going to get some kind of backstory where he became a ghoul another way months or years later, you know?
Yeah.
And it really does raise the question of what happened to his daughter. Because, like, that's one of the biggest problems with this line in season 1 is, like, where the fuck is my family? It's like, bro, I thought your daughter was dead. Like, with the way it's presented, by the time you get her to the vault, to put her inside the vault, I'm pretty sure, like, most of the nuclear detonations would be done at that point.
Yeah. And there's just also the fact that it's like, one, it's insane that he's even alive, because
Yeah.
it's ridiculous from what we hear, especially from, like, like stories of direct hand experience with the bombs, with like Raul from New Vegas, where he talks about, like, he didn't even live in the city that got bombed, and look how terrible that went for him, just being miles away from said city, and then
Yeah.
having to deal with all the, like, what survivors there were, basically raiding his farm and killing his family. And it's like, yeah, it's insane that he even lived when he was that close to the explosions.
Yeah.
But then you also have the fact that it's like, it really feels like the way that the show was going was kind of, it wasn't doing a very good job of it, but it felt like it was kind of trying to explore his psyche a little bit and how he turned up this way. And I figured it was going to be like, oh, the thing that pushed him over the edge to turning into this, like, terrible person was going to be his daughter dying.
Yeah.
But then we just get this reveal at the end of, oh, I'm looking for my family, as if implying that somehow either one of them is still alive, which, the only one that I could imagine being alive would be the mom, because she would be cryogenically frozen. But The only reason I would expect him to want to find her is so he could kill her.
Yeah. And it just completely comes out of left field, too. I know you already mentioned it wasn't set up throughout the season, but, like, exactly like you said, it's really jarring to have this character the entire season, and the entire show is just like, oh yeah, look at him, he's a remorseless badass, he's this cool bounty hunter guy, he outplays everyone in every situation he's in, and it's like, okay, I guess his whatever motive, like, his motivation is to just survive and do stuff, I guess, I don't know. And then for him to randomly say, in literally the final moments of season 1, where the fuck is my family? It's like, what?
Yeah. Just completely weird.
Yeah, because, like, any other show or movie would have set up long in advance so that that's what he cares about. That's what he's after, ultimately. And it's just really bizarre that they didn't do that.
At the very least, there would have been hints.
Yeah.
That it was either what his motivation was or that was going to come up in the future. There was none of that here. There was none of that.
Do you think that was like an improvised line on set? It's like, wait, why would the ghoul care about Hank McClane? He wants to find his family, that's it, yeah. Cut, wrap, print, you know?
It wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me at all. Also, I know we discussed it before, but I still can't get over the fact that I'm assuming they will explain it this season, I would hope, about how Moldaver is still alive because she wasn't a ghoul, and as far as we knew, she wasn't frozen. So how the fuck is she over 200 years old and still alive in the fucking post-apocalypse, but not a ghoul?
So that's actually one of the things I put on the bingo card. They're not going to explain it. They're going to, like, completely forget about her now.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking they're just going to straight up forget about that and just not explain that at all. I mean, there's going to be this major fucking plot hole just there, just in the fucking show that will never get explained, and people will probably still defend it anyway.
Yeah. Some of the defenses I've seen, especially in the past few days, have been pathetic, but if they do explain it, I suspect it might have something to do with the end credits scene from season 1, where it's on the Vegas Strip and you see the advertisement for the Topps Cryo Suites. I assume if they do explain it, that will be it.
Yeah, that's about the only thing I could even think of that would be remotely
I hate how
applicable here.
Yeah. I hate how pervasive the fucking cryopods have become. Because, like,
yeah,
using them from time to time is, like, fine, I understand that. And they did it with Fallout 4, obviously. That was the whole point of the vault. They were testing long-term cryo storage. And I know there's fan theories out there of, it wasn't actually testing that. It was testing to see how people do taking care of something like that long-term. They were fucking abandoned by Vault-Tec. They all died. They didn't have resources to keep them, like, going for more than, like, a couple months, I think it was. So that's obviously not the experiment. The experiment was doing the fucking cryopod to see if it even works. And then the show just treats it as though, oh yeah, this is actually a solid thing. Why would you fucking test it in Fallout 4 if you already had it locked down? And that's your entire plan behind nuking the world, by the way, is to keep your people alive in cryopods.
Yeah, it's completely insane when you actually throw any amount of, like, even Bethesda's logic into it, where it's like, but Fallout 4 says this, so this makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just insane. And of course, everything that Bethesda does then becomes overly pervasive, like you said, with the cryopods and stuff, where it's like, yeah, as like a one-time thing, whatever, it's not that big of a deal. But then, you know, with each new iteration that comes in of something, it's, oh, well, now they're fucking everywhere. Kind of like the T60 armor. Yeah, you know, it's like, oh, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It was just an early release that only, you know, it was quarantined to this one area in Boston. They were the only ones who got it. That's the only reason it exists here, and blah blah blah. And we know it contradicts the whole T-51B being the most advanced, but it's only because it was super secret and it was only released in this one area, blah 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 blah, which also didn't make any fucking sense.
No,
and now it's just fucking everywhere. Now it is literally the default fucking Brotherhood power armor. It's insane. Yeah, it just, everything they do just becomes pervasive, and they throw their own lore out. Like, they don't even care.
Well, I've talked about before. I think it's like a concerted effort by Bethesda to completely supplant the original Fallout. They've already essentially done so with the lore. They've made Fallout 1 basically irrelevant and non-canon thanks to Season 1. We know they're making New Vegas non-canon with this season. Like, I know there's going to be a lot of cope from this from fans of the show and from Bethesda defenders, but if the achievable endings in the game aren't canon, then the game isn't fucking canon.
Yeah.
And I know
it's already been confirmed without even having to watch the show that the games are no longer canon because they literally announced that they're not canon.
Yeah. And I know there's some people are going to like try to cope and defend. It's like, oh no, it was just the ending of New Vegas that was changed. It wasn't everything else. That it has a knock-on effect. It doesn't make sense to like do a house playthrough or a Legion playthrough or an NCR playthrough where you do so much for them, for each group, and then they somehow don't win the battle, and like it's in this weird place where who the fuck knows what's going on, you know?
Yeah, that is insane cope to try and say that, like, oh, it was just the endings that were changed. Yeah, the endings for all of the factions that you're working with the entire point of the game. And to say that that's not canon means that none of the stuff that you're doing throughout the entire story is canon, meaning the story of New Vegas isn't canon.
Exactly. Another one of the most stupid moments in Season 1.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm in trouble for fucking injuring myself to get out of a job, but I'm gonna randomly declare Maximus a knight, even though I have no authority to do so. What?
Yeah. Also, when he himself was on thin ice as well.
Yeah.
And I just cannot see the Elder being okay with either of these things. Like, her being allowed to do this and him being allowed to be promoted at all when they're both supposed to be under punishment right now.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It is actually insane. Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off. God. Just knowing how badly they're going to treat New Vegas and seeing them use this, iconography. God, it sucks.
Yeah, I'm not happy about it. There's something very wrong about seeing the Bethesda logo on a Securitron, you know?
Yep. Oh, hold on.
What?
So are we saying now that the Pridwin or things similar to the Pridwin are pre-war now?
What the fuck?
Because the whole point was that it was made from post-war shit. So how the fuck?
Yeah, it was made from the Enclave mobile crawler, which is just a big rectangular block in Fallout 3. And Rivet City's power source, and now it's in the pre-war world?
Yeah, what? I mean, I'm not going to be surprised if they literally just go, well, they had to get the blueprints from somewhere, so obviously it was a pre-war thing before that. How else would they have built it in the post-war? Oh.
Yeah, because that has been a criticism of, you couldn't do this pre-war, how the fuck are you going to do it post-war?
Yeah.
Or are they going to do a stylistic thing here, and we'll see, like, the city dissolve into the ruins it is now?
Seem to find the
workplace. If the American government...
What? What is this bullshit? What is this?
I guess now we're doing a thing of, Oh my god, the robots are stealing my jobs.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess we're literally doing the fucking God. It already feels like we're going into a fucking like Elon Musk parody thing with fucking Robert House already.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck was that scene? Like, there, as far as I can think of, there's nothing like that happened from any of the like historical stuff that we get in New Vegas. That there was like some like large strike or anti-robot campaign against Robert House.
Yeah, like, obviously I haven't read every single terminal log or anything like that in the games, but I feel like if there was a big protest against robots, I would have heard about it by now. But also, like, with how common robots are in Fallout, it's like, I'm sorry, I don't believe that these protests were going on. We've heard nothing about them to this point.
Yeah.
Like, if it was this big of a deal, it should have been more prominent than not at all.
Like the only thing I could think of is maybe this is supposed to be like when he was first getting into the industry and these were like some of the first robots ever being released. But even then, I mean, it's just weird to even go back to that time then. Like, what's even the point?
Why the fuck is the Pridwin pre-war?
Yeah, I can't get over that they just threw that in there of like, oh yeah, the Pridwood is just pre-war now. They were building that ship before the fucking bombs dropped. Which what? What? How the fuck were we not using these things in the fucking pre-war then? Like, they would have been immensely helpful during the war effort.
Yeah.
So why weren't they being used?
Maybe that's the explanation for how they have multiple of them. They just find a fucking, like, Enclave hangar somewhere that's been abandoned, and there's just, like, 10 of them sitting in there.
I wouldn't be surprised. It is just crazy, though, how we went from, like, at most, Tactics decides to add, like, regular blimps made of cloth and fucking metal with hydrogen and shit like that. Just regular blimps that could be taken out by fucking bad weather.
Yeah.
You know? And then we went from that to 40-ton fucking metal air fucking ships, just
Air
fucking air carrier.
fortresses.
Yeah, air fortresses that can dock and undock fucking vertibirds for attacking like positions and shit. It's crazy. The leap that we're going from, where we're literally going from like Mad Max fucking basically junk vehicles and pre-war shitty blimps that are, you know, like, yeah, they can get you across the fucking wasteland faster, but you know, an off lightning strike and it's the fucking Hindenburg.
Yeah.
You know, but then we go from that to literally shit that should only exist in sci-fi stuff. Like, it's crazy the level of technology difference we're going to now.
Yeah. It'd be like if they had the fucking helicarrier from Avengers in here. Like, what the fuck do you mean they just have this?
Yeah.
Well, they know who to call.
Goddamn parasite is what he is. We didn't vote for this dumb maggot.
Oh, yes, we did.
Every dollar spent is a vote cast. And that fellow right there, he has more votes than every one of those pan-headed politicians in Washington.
And if the will of the American people was to endow that man with a significant portion of his wealth, well, good golly, that can't be a bad thing now, can it?
Obsolescence. It's a heck of a thing. You know, I try and see it from your perspective, but it's hard to imagine being so dim as to be caught off guard by the inevitable. Hit me in the mouth. I think I'd enjoy it.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, what the fuck are we watching?
This obviously isn't how House would act, but, like, I think the implication is that this is supposed to be House?
That's what I'm assuming, is that it's supposed to be House.
And they somehow don't recognize that was also him on TV?
Yeah, which is weird. I don't understand how they don't immediately recognize that that's him. What is the point of this? Is it literally going to be, oh, look, they're attacking me for votes or something? What is this?
That's still not a play I would ever imagine House taking, like, faking being the victim. Oh, look how these people are attacking me. Wah.
Yeah, that's not something I could see him doing.
Also, very unfortunate pause frame. Holy shit. Representative of what the show is doing, though.
We need to play it back and forth, just
No!
just to really show what's being done here.
Allow me to put this on the back of your neck.
What the hell is it?
Just call it good old-fashioned market research. All I'm asking you to do is to insert this into the back of your neck, and all that nice money right there is yours.
How about I break those hands you've never used? See if you even notice. Then we'll take his money. These fucking rich people are so...
I'd
Bruh.
like for you to do me a small favor.
Are we really doing
Get rid of
this?
your friends.
Are we really going to do the whole thing of he gained power by mind controlling people and they just have this technology? Why did he not use this on Caesar? Why did he not use this on President Kimball?
You know, there's something really funny about Smiling Friends naming one of their presidents President Jimble in relation to this. Yeah, I don't know. This is fucking stupid. Like,
Again, it's just more of the fucking thing of, oh yes, Mr. House is a villain. Like, he is completely irredeemable. He was never a pragmatic or actual fucking like good choice in the games. He was always an evil capitalist or some shit. And it's like, no, he wasn't. He was one of the better options. This is fucking weird. Like, it's literal character assassination on top of adding just really weird tech. Like, what is this doing in Fallout?
yeah. Like, this goes back to the whole thing of, when creating a setting, you need to kind of have the scope of what the setting is going to be in mind, and not introduce stuff that is outside of that scope. Where it's like, okay, you know, I'm building a fantasy setting with elves and gnomes and pixies and whatever else, so of course I'm not going to add aliens with sci-fi laser weapons to it, you know? Because it doesn't fit within the scope of, you know, what we're doing. And I use an extreme example like that to make the point, but in similar fashion, you know, certain sci-fi things, they're going to set up what their world is, and they're going to avoid certain concepts or technologies that don't fit within what they're going for. And just, like, stupid mind control devices have never seemed like something that would, at least not in this way, exist within Fallout. Fallout 3 did have the Enclave controlling death claws, but that's a different situation because we're talking about animals there, and I don't even like consider Fallout 3 lore to be canon. Like, it is official canon, so I reference it when talking about Bethesda stuff, but I don't. I guess it's not that I don't see it as canon, it's that I don't value it as canon. What it brings to the table is fucking garbage. But the point I'm making is, they do have it there for death claws, and I feel that's more acceptable or understandable than just doing this to a person, you know?
Yeah, I feel like it was restrained enough where it's like, okay, they have to have like these big ass fucking like headpieces literally screwed onto them and shit like that. And it's to control specifically death claws, which are very simple minded creatures. And it's like, okay, it's weird, but it doesn't really affect anything really. So it's not that big of a deal. But here it's just straight up, we're doing fucking like, oh yeah, there's these tiny little microchips that you could just put on people's necks and you could just control people and turn them into your slaves. And how was this not used during the war effort? How was this not used by Mr. House at any other point where it would have been extremely useful to have done so? Like, he would have won the war single-handedly by just putting one of those on fucking President Kimball in some way. And that's the thing. He has you act as his protege and literally go to Kimball's fucking speech. At any point there, you could have in some way put one of these things on Kimball, and then he would be under his control, and then basically he could just do whatever he wanted with him. So It's just so weird that they're saying that this technology exists, but then it clearly contradicts what we see in New Vegas.
Yeah. And I would be more fine with this existing to some degree if it was like bigger and bulkier, like a whole ass helmet you had to wear.
Yeah.
Or at least like something more than, oh hey, here's just like a little microchip that's inserted into the back of your neck. Something that can be
Or if it was
easily
like
hidden.
or if it was like a operation or something where like you get brainwashed and stuff,
Yeah.
but it basically turns you into a lobotomite, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, okay, that I'm okay with, but literally the idea of like you can brainwash someone and make them do basically anything you want, but they also can still look like a normal person. Like they still look like and act like the person they were before.
Yeah.
It's like that is way outside the scope of what should be in Fallout.
Yeah. Let me guess, his head's gonna explode?
That's what I'm guessing. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just gonna be spamming the music
The
again.
world may end, but progress marches on.
Okay, yeah, so just straight up character assassinating House even further than they did in season 1.
Yeah.
And we're also just gonna go ahead and add fucking absolute bullshit levels of technology to the fucking series now. Okay.
So one of the things I had heard, and this is an unspecific spoiler I had heard, was they ruin House in the first 5 minutes, and, well, it's obvious now what they meant. Holy fucking shit, that was awful. How does anyone who's a fan of New Vegas see this and not see it as a problem? I mean,
Yeah.
as long as you're not like a commie retard who thinks House is evil in New Vegas. There's I shouldn't say necessarily commie retard. There's a lot of people who think he's evil regardless, but it's like I don't get that. There's so many people who are absolutely convinced that he's lying to you the entire time in New Vegas, even though there's nothing to support that. It's literally just, oh yeah, rich man evil.
Yeah, it's literally just no, it can't be this way because he's rich and my ideology says that people like that cannot be genuine or good in any manner. So
Yeah.
therefore, yeah, like it doesn't matter if the evidence supports it or not. He's bad in their eyes just because he was a rich man pre-war.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And yeah, it seems like they're literally just going full bore with that, with no actual like consideration for what the game said. They're literally just going, well, it was a fan theory that he lied to you constantly and was actually extremely evil. So let's go with that because that's interesting. So dumb. I hate this. Like it's bad enough that they're doing that where it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna pull it like we're gonna character assassinate Mr. House like this. But then we're also gonna add fucking mind control devices that you could just slap on people's necks. And it's like, how do you not see that as a problem? Like that is gonna make so many issues for not only any new titles in the Fallout series that comes out, but now it can be retroactively applied to every other Fallout that's been released by Bethesda, where it's like, okay, well, how come this technology wasn't used in any of these other situations where it would have been extremely useful to have done so?
Yeah.
Like, is it literally just going to be like, oh, this is like the predecessor to the slave collars? Because it's like, slave collars don't mind control people. They're literally just bomb collars. It's not the same thing at all.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you know what they're going to do?
What?
I think I know what they're going to do. I think they're going to say that it was like the predecessor for that stupid thing you get in Fallout 3 where you shoot people with it and it makes them like follow orders.
Right, the fucking Is it called the Mesmer?
The Mesmatron, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, oh my God, they're probably going to say that it was like a predecessor to, which is weird because it's smaller and more practical pre-war. So it seems like that would be the more advanced version, but
And by the way, I still don't like the Mesmatron. I think that's a terrible addition to the universe.
Yeah, I do too. It's one of the reasons why I can't take Fallout 3 seriously.
Can we say that was an explicit reference to House being Elon Musk? Oh, we didn't vote for him?
It feels like it. There was a lot of, like, they even said maggot. Like, come on. They screamed maggot. Like, that is literally an insult the left uses against the right for, like, Trump supporters and Elon supporters and shit. It's like, come on. Like, it.
And maggot, as
I
in, like,
feel
the insect, doesn't really make sense in that perspective of, oh yeah, he's a maggot. Like, what?
Yeah, it really doesn't make any sense for him to have said that unless it was literally meant to be like a reference to the current political climate. And to me, yeah, it feels like this is literally just shoehorning in more political shit into their show like they did in the first season.
This is gonna be bad.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking terrible.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh my god, we're already at Novak? Jesus Christ. And it's already fucking, oh god, the fucking dinosaur's facing the wrong way. It's so stupid.
Everything about this is fucked. Like, this doesn't look like the area in-game at all.
No, I'm looking at this trying to figure out the layout and how it would be similar to the games at all, and it's like...
So, the dinosaur is
No.
also facing towards Helios 1. The highway just isn't there anymore. We've got, like, a dirt road. The overpass is gone. There's no overpass.
Yeah. God, Helios 1 also, like, that is way too close to Novak. Like, remember, there was supposed to be, like, a huge battle that took place there between the NCR and the Brotherhood, and it's like, you're telling me a battle like that happened and didn't basically wipe out Novak being that close? That makes no sense.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really weird.
This asshole has been tormenting us cons since before your granddaddies were born. And today,
some little bounty hunter put him right in our fucking laps.
So now we settle the score.
Oh my god, really?
Of course.
We're doing the yodeling again? Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, they're gonna do it every time.
Yeah, every time he's on screen, we're gonna get a fucking yodel.
She was a reasonable woman. Till you matching jacket motherfuckers had to move in.
Until you matching jacket motherfuckers had to move in. That's an insult? Your jackets match? What?
Yeah, what a weird... They're raiders. Like, they're glorified raiders. Why are you calling them... God, what a weird insult. It's just so shit.
Yeah, like, it just reminds, like, I shouldn't say reminds me, it gives me the impression of someone who doesn't actually have any insults. So it's like, you, hat-wearing motherfucker.
Yeah.
Type thing, you know?
Also, doesn't this take place 15 years after the events of New Vegas?
Yep.
And he said 25 years ago, there was a woman named Darla who ran the store.
Yeah.
Do we know if Cliff ran the store? Like, if he's the one that, like, started up the store? Or was that
Carla?
something he... Darla.
Darla, okay. Because I was going to say, Carla is Boone's wife's name.
Well, it's been nice chatting with y'all, but if it's okay with you, I'm about ready to get on with it. But you can't hear me. I'll say it louder. I said...
So there's going to be a really big problem if they have him drop, like, a proper hanging, which is supposed to snap the neck.
That, and also the fact that there's barbed wire wrapped around his neck, which would, like, easily puncture his throat and kill him.
Yeah, that too.
I'm about ready to get on with it. To get on with it. Fuck.
Yep. So this should break his neck. He should just die.
Yep.
Let's see how bad this actually looks. Okay, that looked bad in a way I wasn't expecting. Hold on.
Yeah, it went from, like, fast to super gentle all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's not how physics works.
That looked terrible.
Either way, like, I know there's been stories about hangings that have gone wrong and didn't break the neck. And, you know, people are gonna fucking use that as, oh, well, there were hangings that didn't work the way they intended. There's always some excuse for fucking bullshit, but, like, he
But
should
they also
probably
didn't
be...
use fucking barbed wire around the rope because it was seen as like inhumane and shit like that. It's like, yeah, because it's gonna puncture your throat and you're gonna bleed everywhere and die that way, which is way worse.
Yeah. Either way, he should be dead. We already know that she goes on for about a minute. He should be dead. Like, this is just stupidity through and through, as usual.
Hi, excuse me. Hi. Excuse me. So sorry. I'm hoping you can settle an argument between myself and my traveling companion there. We are hunting down my father, who is not a good guy. And on this journey, we found ourselves in need of food and supplies.
Oh my god, it's so fucking horrible to have to go through this scene again after having to listen to it like a dozen fucking times.
Yeah, I've heard it so many times at this point, having to listen to it again. It's like, God, please just let it be over with. It's so bad.
I can't wait for the day where we're past this shitty fucking type of writing where it's just this obnoxious dialogue.
God, I hope we get to a point where we consider this shit like obsolete and stupid. Fuck.
Yeah.
I can't believe we're not there already, but yeah, I hope we get to that point one day where we don't have to listen to shit like this ever again.
Yeah.
You just let us go. And we keep the caps you gave me. Which, to be clear, we do need for our survival. And just to ask the question, would it help if I said please?
Why the fuck would they agree to that?
Yeah,
What?
that's stupid. Just let us go and take all your money you gave us for the bounty that is now walking away.
For a person you personally hate and have a vendetta against as well. Just let that guy go and let us keep your money.
Yeah.
What? I thought the whole point of like what happened at the end of season 1 was supposed to be that like she grew up at least a little bit and she's not as naive. But here it's almost worse than when she first left.
Well, Season 1 has her flip-flop because Season 1 is dog shit, and it looks like they're continuing that trend with Season 2. Lucy's character is being inconsistent. She's a naive vault dweller who learns the harshness of the wasteland, but then goes back on it 5 minutes later. She sees how awful the ghoul is in Season 1, and then she still gives him his vials, because, oh, it's her golden rule. And then she meets Maximus like 5 minutes later and won't let him out of the suit because she's learned to not trust people in the wasteland. But then, oh, they reach Vault 4 and everything is fine and dandy again. And then she's obviously distrusting a Moldaver's group and fucking had her retarded plan to stick a grenade in the head to blow them all up. And now she's just back to, like, I wouldn't even consider this naive. This is just retarded. Hey,
Yeah,
let us walk away
retarded.
with your stuff. This is stupid on every level. This is inexcusable.
It's also going to be really stupid if the ghoul just forgives her for this too, because it's like, why is he dragging this dumb bent around when she can't even follow simple orders and is getting him nearly killed?
Yeah.
For no reason, and she's just being constantly retarded. But watch, she'll just forgive her for this. Like, he might scold her a little bit after this, but watch, they'll continue traveling together like nothing happened.
Yep.
Whoever kills the girl gets to eat the dog.
Okie dokie.
You guys should have been anticipating that. She literally said it was part of the plan to shoot him down. You fucking idiots.
Also, I don't get how a single shot was able to cut through both the barbed wire and the rope, even though they weren't lined up together. It would have taken at least 2 shots to have done that. And I also don't imagine that she would be skilled enough to shoot both with just 2 shots. I feel like it would have taken at least 4 or 5.
Yeah, but
so that's bullshit.
You see, guns are one of her tag skills, so it makes perfect sense, Pagan.
Oh, it's so fucking stupid. Oh yeah, she could hit a thin piece of wire from like several yards away. It's fine. Oh, you stupid bitch.
Just fucking kill them, Jesus. This should not be her character at this point.
Yeah. It should be pretty obvious by this point that with the way the wasteland is, crippling someone is probably worse. Like, that's more of a death sentence than anything, because it's like yeah, if you don't have a use of one of your arms or legs in the wasteland, you might as well just blow your fucking brains out. Like, you're just torturing him at that point. Like, it's literally just making it a slower death. I would rather just be shot in the head.
Yeah.
Like, God, like they're trying to make it out like, oh, she's still caring. She doesn't want to hurt them, when in reality, what she's doing is actually what, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of these stupid TikTok women who find tortoises crossing the road and then they drop them into a lake thinking that they're freeing them. It's literally the same logic.
Holy shit. Yeah. Well, it also reminds me of, remember in The Last Jedi when they released all the animals from the racetrack on the fucking gambling planet? It reminds me of Mahler's criticism of that, of like, it's just an idiot's idea of, oh, we'll let the animals go free and live in the wild with their families, even though they don't have the fucking natural, I guess, instincts or knowledge that they would have gained living in the wild to live in the wild. They don't have that experience. They're raised in captivity, so that's all they know. They wouldn't survive.
Plus, they're like in the heart of a city that they're gonna have to run through.
Yeah.
Like, God knows how many are gonna get hit by cars or shot or anything.
Amateur. That's all you've got to say is amateur. That wasn't
really.
That wasn't. There are certain like decisions that you can make would be seen as amateur by a professional, an experienced individual. Being a fucking idiot and going, "Hi, can you just let us walk away with your stuff?" That's not an amateur move. That is just downright fucking retarded.
Yeah, he should be absolutely fucking pissed off at her and considering just ditching her at this point, because holy shit.
There's a very big difference between making an uninformed mistake and doing something that is genuinely fucking, like, blatantly, obviously stupid and dangerous, you know?
Yeah, something that there's really no way that the plan could have worked, but they do it anyway.
Yeah.
The folks around him.
You have not earned this song. Fuck you.
Yeah, not only have you not earned it, holy shit, why is it so loud compared to everything else?
Yeah. This is one of the bingo slots. Big Iron plays randomly.
Yeah.
I mean, at least it's a little bit more contextualized than what I thought it would be, but still, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? It's just Season 1 again. It's just, hey, let's just spam oldies because that's what fans of Fallout know. That's all Fallout is oldies and power armor.
They couldn't even get the fucking power armor right. like that's the fucked up thing. Like, all Fallout is oldies and power armor. Well, at least we're 1 for 2.
Actually, I wouldn't even say they've done the oldies right, because they never, or almost never, contextualized the song properly within the scene.
Yeah, fair, but I mean, at least they haven't like remixed them into like some fucking garbled bullshit song.
Yeah.
At least it's still the song. Whereas with the power armor, it's like you cannot fucking say that the power armor we have in the show is the power armor from the games in any way.
Yeah.
When he rode into the town.
Oh, look how cool he is. He took the hat from the guy he killed. Oh my god.
Man, it's a good thing you both had the same size fucking head. Because let me tell you, hats are not universal. They do not fit well with other people. Trust me, I have a hat. It is
there's a reason
they're a pain in the ass.
There's a reason baseball hats have that thing on the back that lets you adjust their size.
From each lip,
what are these guys doing?
Do some business.
I don't know.
They were just running at him, and then suddenly, he pulls a grenade off one and kicks one into the other to fall into the pool.
He's in
one running at him.
Loose and running came the...
And then like, oh hey, this guy, where did this guy even fucking come from? I thought he like killed everyone. Who's this injured guy who's just standing up in front of him randomly?
I don't know. Is it the guy? No, because he killed that guy. So yeah, I don't know. they're just like, we need a guy to run towards him, materialize one.
But also, the guy who's running is gone, because it's this guy he kicks into that one, into the pool.
Here to do some business.
I don't get it.
Where did the running guy go? God, it's so shit. People sit there with a straight face and tell you this is fucking peak, by the way.
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. Also, I'm just going to say, like, because I know there are going to be people who are like, oh my God, you're being so nitpicky. Who cares if the hat fits and shit like that? In a good show, that's something that you could just easily overlook as like, yeah, whatever. It's not a big deal. You know, it's like, it's fine. It's kind of cool, whatever. It doesn't work here. You know, it's like, it's not something I can give the show when the rest of it is so fucking terrible. It's just another thing that gets layered onto it that you notice that you can't just let slide, because why should I? Everything else is so bad that I can't just go like, oh, well, the rest of it's good enough, I can give this a pass. No, it's something I'm going to notice now because everything else is so bad. I'm so hyper fixated on everything because I'm trying to find just the tiniest little smidge of something good, and all I'm getting is shit.
Yeah.
Where I'm literally digging to the point where it's like, well, maybe they, you know, got some like really gritty, realistic detail correct, and that's something I can compliment them on. I'm like, oh, hey, most people wouldn't have considered that. You know, it's actually interesting that they did. No, I'm not even getting that. Like, on top of the terrible dialogue, the shit storytelling, the fucking character assassination shit, and then just everything else, just the constant lore obliteration going on. I can't even pick out something and be like, oh, hey, at least they got the gun thing right. At least they got this hat thing right. At least they got this. No, I'm not getting anything. There's nothing to latch onto.
Yeah.
It's all shit.
And by the way, we haven't even talked about why is Novak inhabited by the Khans? Why are the Khans even still fucking in the region? None of their endings, like, allow for this, really.
Yeah, like...
They either leave... They get destroyed, or they get assimilated.
Yeah, and it's weird. Like, there are endings where Novak falls.
Yeah.
But not to the Khans. I don't know why it's the Khans specifically that have taken over Novak, and why they would even be here, or how they would be here. Do you know how much they'd have to cross and take over to get to this point? They would need to control almost half of the, like, New Vegas wasteland to be here.
Yeah. I know Emily would probably want me to mention this. When Juicehead made his video on that clip, or maybe it was one of the trailers, I don't know which, he apparently said, oh yeah, it makes sense that the Khans were here because they stayed here with Benny in the main story of New Vegas.
What?
Yeah.
They went a bunch of different places. That was the point. They were traveling with Benny. They went through, like...
Exactly. They were traveling. Traveling through a place doesn't mean you would come to own it a decade and a half later.
Yeah, that makes no sense, especially when they went through so many different landmarks and locations. Why didn't they take any of those over?
Yeah.
Why specifically Novak when Novak is so much further out of the way from Red Rock Canyon? It doesn't make any sense. It's why I'm saying they would have to control almost half of the wasteland to even have control of this place.
Yeah.
With a big iron on his hip.
Yeah, the running guy is just gone.
Yeah, he just vanished. Oh my god, it's the fucking Jedi fucking Rey Palpatine fucking throne room fight all over again.
See, that's not what I was going to reference. I was going to reference season 1, episode 1, when the guy was shooting his gun into the air, and then it cuts to a guy in front of him getting shot repeatedly.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh my god.
But this is actually significantly worse. You have a full-on dude running at the ghoul full tilt, ready to fight him, and he just gets... did he get Thanos snapped off screen, like, in between cuts?
Yeah, I have no fucking clue. He just, like, vanishes mid-scene, basically, and then doesn't reappear.
Hey, guys, it's me, Charlie. Hey, did that guy just turn into sand? Bruh, what the fuck?
So it confirms then that the fucking barbed wire did in fact cut into his neck, and he probably should have fucking died. But also, like, okay, I get why they're doing this. They're doing the whole fucking, well, the glowing ones heal regular ghouls because they emit radiation. So it makes sense that he would also be able to, it would also make him turn faster, but let's just ignore that. But this is insane. This doesn't, God, they better not try to use this as an explanation for why he can take so much damage, because that's not how that fucking works.
Yeah.
Getting hit would still kill you. You're not, unless he's literally applying the radiation as he's getting hit, it wouldn't save him. He would still be dead. So it doesn't work. But also, it's just weird to like even have, and it's so rapid too. It's not even like, oh yeah, let me like take some radioactive material and then like tie it like with a bandage against my neck so that for the rest of the day it could start to heal, and by the time I remove it by the end of the day it's like mostly healed or something. No, it's not even, it's literally he places a fusion core next to his neck and that's enough to like instantly heal a grievous wound.
I think the implication is that it's a damaged fusion core, but still, it's like that is insane. It should not grant Wolverine healing powers. Why is this constantly a fucking problem? This feels like an overcorrection from Season 1, too, by the way.
Yeah.
What's that? We got criticized for the ghoul getting shot? Give him a broken fusion core that's emitting radiation. It'll just heal him up fine.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like that is the reason why, but it still doesn't fix anything because, like we said, getting shot is still going to fucking kill you. The fact that it had no effect at all when he got shot in the back, like what, 3 times from that rifle, and barely flinched, literally did nothing to him. And then now they're going to be like, oh, but he can use radiation to heal himself. Okay, how did he still survive those 3 shots? It still doesn't make any fucking sense. They didn't damage him at all. So there's still no stakes.
And he just tosses it away.
Uh-huh.
Also, if it's emitting radiation like that, that should be extremely dangerous to Lucy.
Yeah, it should be. It's also just have a line of dialogue that says like, okay, yeah, I had to crack open the fusion core to get to the radioactive bits, which leaks it all out super fast. So it loses all of its like radioactivity usefulness to me almost instantly, which is why I'm just throwing it away. You know, it's just some line of dialogue to at least hint at why he would just be instantly throwing this, what basically amounts to an instant heal button away immediately.
Now here's the question, are we going to see this brought up again in the season, or is this the last of it?
It'll probably be the last of it. I cannot imagine that they will actually like bring this back up again, even though it would be extremely useful to do so.
Yeah.
Like, how much you want to bet he's going to get wounded by the Death Claw and he doesn't and like pull something out like that and heal himself in any way like that again?
Yeah. Especially with Season 1 implying that fusion cores are super rare and valuable.
Yeah. It's actually kind of weird that they even have one here. It's like, how did you even get that?
They got it off screen. They found a stash of them off screen and there was one left, so they took it.
I guess.
You guys don't get it. There's plenty of loot in the world for people to still pick up, okay? It makes total sense. I could see them stopping somewhere between seasons to grab a fusion core.
I'm more focused on this scene right here. They were in Novak.
Yeah, where the fuck are they now?
It's basically a straight shot down if you follow the highway to New Vegas. Why are you just out in the middle of the fucking desert?
Yeah.
Why are you not following the road, which is basically a straight shot to New Vegas? What are you doing? Like, it would be one thing if it's like, you know, they reference that really god-awful line from Season 1 of, you will be sidetracked by random bullshit, whatever. But there's nothing even here. Like, what is there to even entice you to come out here?
Yeah.
When there's a perfectly good road that would take you straight to New Vegas. There's just no reason.
Yeah, and it doesn't even look like the Dry Lake area or anything is full of ants either, because like none of the landmarks are around, it's just mountain. And like, why would you cut through that anyways when the road is right fucking there?
Yeah.
Actually, apparently it isn't anymore. The entire highway is just gone. It's a dirt road now. The overpass is gone.
But everything's a dirt road now, because remember we saw from the trailers that even New Vegas doesn't have fucking paved roads anymore for some reason. It's all dirt, which makes no fucking sense.
Yeah.
But I also can't help but notice that the entire time they've been walking, we haven't had an angle with the camera that even shows the Lucky 38 in the distance, which in New Vegas was like pretty big deal that it was always on the horizon. You could always see where you were going, so you didn't get lost. And now we're just kind of like, just expected that they know exactly where to go and that they're always going the right way, despite the fact that, as far as we can tell, there's no landmark.
Yeah, that's part of the point of the design of the Lucky 38, I thought, is it's always there. Like, yeah, sure, you won't see it behind hills and mountains, but it's a very prominent landmark off in the distance that you can see from most areas of the map.
Yeah.
At least most areas where it's reasonable to see it.
You could definitely see it from Novak, I can tell you that much. It's kind of weird we didn't see it in the background at all.
Yeah.
Especially since we could see Helios 1, and which means if we were looking at Novak at an angle where you could see Helios 1 behind it, you would also have to be looking in the direction of New Vegas, meaning you would see the Lucky 38 in the background, and we didn't.
Yeah, that's true.
That's weird.
That's really fucking bad.
I know you think you're being helpful, shooting folks in the kneecaps and the ass. But if I'm being honest, you ain't.
I'm not gonna apologize for not murdering people.
You know what? At least they're talking about it. There
I
should be
actually
more.
Oh, he better say more. Like, he better not just leave it at that and that's it. No, he better mention the fact that, like, yeah, crippling someone out here, I would pray for a bullet to the head.
Yeah.
Like, like you are doing way more damage by crippling people or damaging them in such a way that they basically lose one of the use of their limbs out here. That is a death sentence. That is a slow, painful death sentence that I would be praying for a bullet to the head.
Yeah. Like, when I say there should be more, it's like he should be, like, seriously pissed with her for almost getting him killed. But,
Yeah.
like, at least they're talking about it. I am shocked that they're actually talking about it.
Yeah, I honestly didn't think they were going to bring it up. I thought, oh, the scene is over. That's it. It will never be even referenced again.
See, I was about to comment on it, too. Like, oh, guess we're not going to have that moment that we really fucking need here of him chewing her out for being a fucking retard. But then, no, they started into it, so credit where it's due. That does surprise me.
Hopefully it goes further than just what he just said and then it cuts off. I pray that there's more to it than just that.
Yeah, like, please be good. Please have, like, an actual lesson to be taken away here. Please do something decent.
Yeah, actually teach her a little bit about the wasteland instead of just constantly fucking just having her parade through the wasteland, never learning anything and never actually getting any kind of, like, development in any way.
Don't turn it into a dumb joke.
Yeah, please don't turn it into some stupid fucking joke. Make it a serious thing of like, hey, I know you think you're helping, but you're actually making it way, way worse for these people when you do that. Like a torturously slow and painful death when you do that. It's actually a lot more humane to just fucking kill them.
Yeah.
Well, all that matters to me is you shoot that fucking rope.
And of course, we get another Yola. Please don't be the end of it there. Like, yeah, he should have chewed her out for not shooting the rope. That should have been his number one thing. Like, as soon as the threat was dealt with, he should have been like, what the fuck is the matter with you? I could have died, you know? But,
well, he can't die, but yeah.
I mean,
I get what you mean.
According to the lore, he should be able to, but because he's a fucking Gary Stu, then he's just this invincible fucking creature. Yeah, he should have started chewing her out for that. And then also explaining, look, the wasteland is harsh, and being crippled like that is a death sentence. That is a horrible death that I wouldn't wish upon anyone, or, you know, almost no one, or whatever phrasing you want to use for, like, yeah, this is horrible. Don't do that.
Yeah, basically like something like, you know, if that happened to me, I would be praying for a bullet to the head, you know?
Yeah.
Just something to let her know that, hey, you think you're helping, but what you're actually doing is way more cruel than anything I've done so far.
Yeah. But instead we just get, you make sure you shoot that fucking rope. It's like,
yeah,
it's the worst version of what we could have got. Well, not quite the worst version. The worst version would have been undercut by a joke. But it's like almost the worst version we could have got where there's a bare minimum of acknowledgement, and that's it. It's like they realized, Magul should probably say something to her about this here. And then it's just, hey, shoot the rope. Rather than actually delving into what we just saw.
It's so basic.
Yeah.
That's one of the issues I have with this show, and why it frustrates me when people say that it's so good. And it's like, what is there to even say that it's good? The dialogue is so basic. It never goes below surface level. It's always just they say one thing and then they leave it at that. They never go any deeper. When anyone who's played the games knows that there's a fucking ocean down there to be delving into, that like,
Yeah.
if you even tapped into a fraction of that, you would have a very interesting scene with dialogue that most other shows wouldn't even have if you would just dig into it a little bit. But you don't even get that. You just get shit like this where here's all this stuff. Like literally, we just came up with something that he could have said that would have been a good thing to respond with.
Yeah.
Just right off the top of our heads, because we have basic knowledge of the games.
Yeah.
And then here he is, and it's his time to say something. And what does he say?
Shoot
I know
the
you
rope.
think you're helping, but you better shoot that fucking rope next time. And then moves on. And that's all we get. It's all such surface level fucking shit. There's nothing there. It's so basic and boring and nothing else. How am I supposed to get attached to these characters when it doesn't even feel like they're living in the world they're supposed to be inhabiting?
Yeah.
Well, I did, didn't I?
You fucking idiot. At least it wasn't a dumb joke, but it's like, that should have been the moment where he should have turned around and that's where he starts chewing her out. Like, he was being nice before, and this is like, you fucking idiot type thing. You almost got me killed, you absolute fucking idiot. Do that
after
again.
You waited the longest amount of time fucking possible, saying the stupidest shit that would have never worked to begin with. And then on top of the fact that you think you're fucking helping people, all I saw back there was you cruelly fucking crippling people in this harsh fucking wasteland where they're now going to die a slow and painful fucking death. At least when I kill people, it's fucking quick and merciful. At least I'm not being as fucking cruel as to make these people fucking drag themselves crippled through the fucking desert so they can die some slow, painful fucking death, you dumb bitch.
Yeah.
Man, imagine how much more that would have hit her.
Yeah.
To realize that she actually did more harm than good by doing what she did. You know, she's actually being way more cruel than even the ghoul is. But he's been shown to be nothing more than a piece of shit. You know? It would have hit her way harder. It would have been way more interesting conflict. But instead we just get, well, you better shoot the rope. Well, I did, didn't I? And then it moves on.
Yeah. And this is how you could tell the difference between, like, a person who genuinely cares and is skilled or talented at writing, and someone who is a complete fucking idiot and can't write for shit. Because a moment like this, like, if we ignore all the stupid stuff that happened in the previous scene, this is a moment that could have been used for, like, some serious character development and growth for her, where, like you said, that really would make her hit her hard, make her stop and think and realize, oh shit. You know?
Yeah.
As opposed to, well, I did shoot it. Fucking idiot.
Yep.
Still no Lucky 38 landmark either, by the way.
Yeah, we've seen basically every angle.
Yeah.
And no Lucky 38, even though from where, assuming that they are walking towards New Vegas.
Which they should be.
Because they should be, and they were just at Novak. It should be right there. Like, you should be able to see it plain as day over that mountainside right there. You should be able to see, like, the upper portion of it plain as day.
Maybe that's going to be the reveal here. All the dust clears away and you see the city in the distance.
I doubt it, but we'll see.
No, you're right. No, this is where we get that shot where they're on the wrong side of Vegas.
Oh, yeah. That makes no sense. That if they're coming from Novak to here, yeah, that means that they would have had to have gone like a complete loop. They would have basically had to have gone either through Mount Charleston and around to get behind New Vegas, as if they were coming from California.
Well, they were coming from California. That's what makes it weird.
Yeah, that does make it even weirder. Or they would have had to have circled around basically where the boomers are and like hugged their fucking fence line.
Yeah, I was going to say
so that they could get around.
I was going to say this looks approximately where the gypsum train yard is with all the blind death claws.
Yeah.
Like, not exact, but that approximate area. Like that hill on the left side, that looks approximately where it should be.
Still looks like all the old photos.
Bombs got shot down. Most of them, anyway.
Well, if they could do that for Las Vegas, why couldn't they just do that for America?
Because there was no they. There was a him. A man by the name of Robert House.
Fuck off. Oh my God. Fuck you. Fuck you. Holy shit. They did it. They did the thing we said that they were going to fucking do. He did it. It's all him. He was in on it. He didn't predict the bombs. He scheduled it. Fuck off.
They might explain more, but right now I'm just reading it. Like, the intent is very obvious, but if we just take the dialogue at face value, it's him just describing something that's happened in the game. House had a missile defense system to stop the bombs, and he only did so for New Vegas. He didn't do it for the entire country. Which would have been, I assume, impossible anyways, but yeah.
Maybe. It's very clunky dialogue, but the way it sounded to me was he was the one that caused the bombs to go off. Not that he stopped them, but that he caused them.
That is kind of the implication with the tone of how he's saying it. It's like, yeah, this is the guy. He's, yeah.
Maybe if that's where your family went, they're safe there.
Also, so looking at New Vegas where they are, it actually does make sense for them to be here. In terms if they were coming from Novak to New Vegas, this is the side that they would be on. Now, if they were coming from California,
they should have been on the other side, yeah.
Yeah, they would have been behind it. So that's still weird that they did a loop, but
yeah, it raises the question, if you're coming from California, why the fuck would you go to Novak? That's completely out of your way.
Yeah, that is really weird, because you have to go by New Vegas to get to Novak, which means that they would have just walked right past it, ignored it, went to Novak for basically no reason, then came back and then approached New Vegas from this side.
Yeah.
Why? If you're coming from California, you would have walked right into it from the other side, but now you're on this side.
In fact, they should have seen New Vegas already and had this conversation already.
Yeah.
I assume we did the Novak thing just because, look, it's a place from the game. Look, there's a dinosaur. You want to make a bet Novak doesn't show up at all again in the whole, like, remember how there was the I don't know if it was leaked images or not, but there was images about, oh, look, they're making Dinky the Dino from New Vegas. They made a proper prop for it. It's like that's probably the extent of its use.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. There actually is a way that they could have came from California and not gone past New Vegas. The Mojave Outpost.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they came from the Mojave Outpost, the way that they got here makes sense, because you have to go through Novak from the Mojave Outpost to reach New Vegas. So if that is the way they came, then it does make sense that they took the path that they did and that they are on the side of New Vegas that they are currently on. But the problem is the show doesn't really show us that. It's just, they're just saying, oh, they vaguely came from somewhere across California into New Vegas, and now they're here, which if they had taken a more direct route, they should be on the other side of New Vegas. But I guess if they took the proper roads from California to New Vegas, they would come from the Mojave Outpost. But that's also assuming that they're taking the NCR toll roads and stuff, which don't exist anymore. And we've also seen that the highways don't really exist anymore. And we also saw that they were wandering through the desert and not following the road.
Yeah.
So it's really weird that they even took that route.
Yeah. And my point of reference partially too is the end of season 1, Hank coming at Vegas from the Californian side.
Yeah.
And like the whole thing is, oh, we're following where he's going. It's like, do you necessarily know he's going to New Vegas? If that's the case, you didn't need to track him then, because you would just go to New Vegas. So it's just him. Like I assumed what they were doing was following his path.
Yeah, wasn't the whole thing that he shot him so that they could follow the blood trail?
Yeah, it's really fucking stupid.
Which makes no sense, because as we established, he flew away.
Yeah.
How the fuck are you going to follow a blood trail from that?
No,
but
so
also,
he's not going to bleed the entire time, and also the blood would collect in the power armor and not drip onto the ground.
Yeah, and there's so many things wrong with that scene where it's like, okay, that just will not work at all. But even if it did work, it's implied that's not what they did because he showed up from a different angle to New Vegas and they went a completely different way.
Yeah.
Meaning they couldn't have been following the blood.
Yeah, that's
So how the
exactly
fuck
what I'm
did they
getting
even-
at.
Yeah, so how the fuck do they even know he's here? Like, did they say something in season 1 that like, oh, he must be heading for New Vegas. It's the only place he could be going. Is that something they said?
No, he just said, something, there's a driver behind all this chaos in the wasteland and we're gonna go find it. Which they might, I hope not, they might be implying it's House, especially with that one trailer saying, oh yeah, there's one person behind the apocalypse.
It feels that way because that bit at the start with Mr. House really felt like they were setting up for like, yeah, he's the mastermind behind it all. Look at how evil he is and everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh God. So yeah, I guess that like if that is what they are hinting at, then okay, that's probably why they're here at New Vegas and why they didn't really need to track him. But if that's not what they meant and they actually did need to track him, it makes no sense that they're here. Like they should not be able to have tracked him, especially since they didn't even follow the same route he did, clearly.
Yeah.
Nowhere near Robert House is safe.
Bruh.
Yep, they're just making him evil. Who would have guessed?
Why would my dad go to Las Vegas?
That's a good
Answer
question.
her.
Why would he?
Answer her.
Why would you not answer that? That's a good question. Why would he do that? Why the hell would he go all the way from California to here instead of back to like Bud or any of his other like known allies? Why is he coming here? And he's just not going to answer that?
Yeah, in fact, that is a
the
good
mystery,
question.
Guys.
Why?
We have to have the mystery.
Why wouldn't he just return to Vault 33?
Yeah. Like, surely he would want to inform Bud and the other fucking black chick who's supposed to be in charge and everything. He's working with them. So why wouldn't he want to go back there and then like, hey, here's what's going on. We got to figure something out. She knows. What do we want to do? You know, like, how are we going to deal with this? And then they could be like, we have to take this to the top. We have to go to New Vegas or something. You know, at least something. But no, it's just straight up. He just goes straight to New Vegas on a whim, basically. And we don't know why.
I know why. It's because it's the place we recognize from the hit video game Fallout New Vegas, released in 2010.
Yeah, there's still a bit of the IP we haven't plundered and ruined yet and completely fucking supplant all of our stuff into it so that it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
There's a lot of earning potential with the end of the world. How can you guarantee?
God, what a stupid line. I can't get over how stupid that line is. There's a lot of earning potential with the end of the world. Yeah, when we have no products or no customers, we'll be rolling in the dough then.
It is so fucking stupid.
Like, even if you want to go with like the explanation of, well, they're going to create basically a servient class through the vaults who will basically become perpetual customers who will know nothing but Vault Tech products, and there will be no competition. They'll have to buy our products, and they'll never even know of the world outside, and we can rule or whatever. Like, even if that was the thing you wanted to go with, that's not what they do. That's not what they do. They don't go back out. They kill any other fucking people that apparently come out and create civilization. They're not selling them products inside the vault. It's all free. And on top of that, they're not treating them like customers. And also a lot of the vaults were test vaults that killed people. So they're not treating them as customers. They're just test subjects that a lot of them just die. So how is there earning potential in this?
Well, remember in the episode 2, they were like, we'll give you each some vaults to try your own thing to find the best way for humanity to survive. And they just immediately started being like, what if we did all these evil things to these people?
Yeah, it's not even like, oh, what if we do this? We could make a lot of money doing it. No, it literally just goes straight into, oh, yes, I could fulfill all of my sadistic pleasures and kill all these people. It's like, what the fuck? And even if they're, and again, like, I get it. a lot of people want to treat the show as its own thing, even though it's canon to the game, so you can't. But I get that a lot of people who are on Copium want to do that, but
Yeah.
you have to look at the games, and we know for a fact that, at least in terms of Bethesda, most of the vaults were test vaults that killed people. There were very few control vaults. So this idea that, oh, well, we'll just create a servient class that basically buys everything we create and we just hoard the wealth that way doesn't work, because as we know from the games, one, they're not doing that. It's more of a commune based thing where it's all like you don't pay for anything, it's just there. And two, most of the vaults are test vaults and they're all dead. So there's no customers.
It
just doesn't work.
Yeah. The only possible way that the line, there's a lot of earning potential in the end of the world. The only possible way that line works is if you're not actually ending the world, but selling people on it. Like, guys, we could be in a nuclear war next week. Buy our shelter, buy our bunker, buy these food supplies, stock up, basically just like gaslighting people into being total insane preppers, basically, where it's like,
yeah, exactly,
you're selling them survival supplies, you're selling them shelters and bunkers and vaults with the knowledge that, yeah, this isn't actually going to happen. We're just selling this shit to you because we can make money off of it. That's the only way it works.
Yeah, basically fear-mongering to the point that, like, people are so paranoid and scared that they'll basically do anything to ensure their survival, so they'll buy anything.
Yeah, it's sort of a fear of missing out type thing, where it's like, if you don't buy this thing soon, you'll never be able to get it again. But instead, it's like, if you don't buy this thing now, you and your family will die in nuclear hellfire, even though that's not actually going to happen.
Yeah. And if that's the route they were going with, then sure. But
yeah, it's clearly not what they were doing.
Yeah, and as far as we can tell from season 1, it's heavily implied that Vault-Tec caused, like, they did it themselves. China didn't drop the nukes.
It's not heavily implied. That Bud outright says that they did wipe the surface clean. Like that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, he did say that, didn't he? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's straight up. Yeah.
People are still trying to cope about that of, well, we didn't actually see who actually dropped the bombs. Vault-Tec might not have done it. They might have just had plans for it. Well, first of all, fuckhead. That would undermine the entire finale episode of season 1 to have this big reveal that Vault-Tec is behind it all, only for Vault-Tec to not be behind it all. But secondly, Bud outright says they fucking did it!
Yeah.
And people still try to cope and sneed that, oh yeah, it wasn't actually Vault-Tec though. We didn't see Vault-Tec literally do it. And
even though they were ground burst fucking nukes, meaning they would have had to have been transported by vehicle, which could have only been done by Vault-Tec.
Yeah. Like, I fucking hate these cope arguments and defenses of, we didn't literally see the exact thing happen that's either outright said or extremely, extremely heavily implied. So that means there's totally a possibility that it didn't happen the way we were blatantly fucking told that it did.
Yeah, there's a 0.001% chance that they didn't do it, guys. Like, we didn't explicitly see this, and this happen. Like, sure, they said that they did it, and yes, it's heavily implied at the start and at the end, and they outright fucking say that it happened, and it's also the big reveal for the end of the season, but we didn't actually see a Vault-Tec label on the nuke when it exploded, so we don't know, guys. There's a 0.001% chance that maybe Vault-Tec didn't do it, so shut the fuck up.
You could show like a video clip of Bud and Barb Howard literally pressing the big red nuke fucking everything button, and just because you don't see the Vault-Tec logo on the bombs, there would be people saying, well, it might have been someone other than Vault-Tec.
Yeah.
One of the funniest ones was Vault-Tec was planning on it, but everyone started nuking before their plans came through, so they just launched their own bombs anyways. It's like, what the fuck are we doing?
Still insane. Makes no fucking sense.
None at all.
Oh god, so insane. I know we just went through like the whole thing of explaining why that doesn't make any sense, but I cannot get over how insane that is and how it makes no sense, and yet it still got into the show. Like, nobody looked at that and said, you know, that doesn't really make any sense. Maybe we should write something else that makes sense. No, we didn't get like they just no self-reflection on that at all. They actually recorded that line and thought, yeah, we'll keep that in. that works.
Also, what the fuck is a stupid chandelier above his head?
Yeah, I'm like staring at this thing like,
there's like
is that
30...
supposed to be? It's just a bunch of light bulbs sticking out. It looks like a DNA like molecular strand thing, but in like the form of a light fixture. What?
There's like 32 light bulbs on there at least. I just counted. What the fuck?
I'm thinking of a fucking meme. Hold on, it's still forming in my head, but it's funny. It's like it costs $12,000 to turn this chandelier on for 12 seconds. You know, it's literally the fucking TF2 meme. It's an entire year's worth of a light bill to turn that thing on for more than a minute.
Go to your room, okay? And I want you to pick out your 3 favorite outfits and your favorite toy, okay? And then meet me back here.
Wait, is this after?
I think this is like immediately after. Like I understand his urgency, but this is also how you get a fucking kidnapping charge.
It's also how you let on that you know way too much. You know, like you need way more subterfuge than to just immediately be like, oh, I got to get my kid, grab everything we need, and just fucking book it out of here. It's like she's literally a part of one of the most powerful organizations in the entire world. Where do you think you're going to be able to run to where they can't find you?
Yeah.
Like, this is insane. You should be working more to be like subterfuge and not letting on that you know too much and trying to finagle it from like the background.
Yeah.
You know, behind the scenes that, you know, you're trying to, you know, skew things in your favor so that, you know, certain things happen or don't happen. What you're currently doing is retarded. Like, I'm sorry, but this is stupid.
Yeah, like the show wants to, like, I guess put like make it seem like there's a ticking clock element to it. There really isn't at this point. Yes, they said that they're going to drop the bombs themselves. That doesn't mean they're going to do it 5 fucking minutes from now. Like, you have some time to, like, try and plan around this and try to deal with this and, like, figure out a way to handle it. If anything, the best way to handle it in his position is wait as long as possible, and as soon as bitch retard wife says, oh hey, we need to get to the vault, that's when you fucking take off in the other direction and find somewhere to bunker down.
Yeah, or, you know, take the evidence to fucking Moldaver, who had you do it in the first place, so that maybe they could expose it. And
well, that's assuming there is any evidence. I don't know if this recorded or just let him listen in. If he listened in, there is no actual evidence.
Well, then it would be pretty stupid for her to have done that, because what would even be the point? You know, it's like, oh yeah, here, take this device to listen in. Oh, you heard about their secret plot to end the world? Well, I didn't bother to make it record either, so you'll have to do it again. Like, what was the point then? Like, that is so stupid if that is the case. It's like, that's actually retarded. But also, this is also a weird scene because he seems to be in like a hurry and trying to like, oh, I got to get my daughter. I got to get out of here. You know, the world's going to end. We're going to have to find somewhere and hunker down for the apocalypse and shit like that. But then we know, because of season 1, that he goes to a fucking birthday party and like plays his character with his daughter there the same day that the bombs fall. So what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah, it's really weird.
Oh, this has to be a dream.
No, it's a test. They just had it play on the radio. Oh, the nuclear air raid test will begin in a minute.
Oh, I didn't even hear that.
Yeah.
That is extremely stupid thing to do, though. Yes, in the midst of a highly fucking, like, any day now, nuclear hellfire could engulf the world. Yeah, let's just do a fucking air raid siren test just in a populated area and only have, like, a radio station telling people, like, yeah, no, let's not have like police officers come door to door to let people know, hey, we're going to be doing a police raid today, or like a siren raid today.
Yeah.
Or anything like that. Like, it's like, oh yeah, hopefully people were listening to the radio at the time that we decided to do this. It definitely won't cause mass panic and fucking severe damage and everything. Like, what? Oh my god, it's one of those things where it's like, it's just so annoying to see Bethesda constantly do this thing of the people of the pre-war era were just either extremely stupid and incompetent or just pure evil constantly. Like there was never any in between or any like genuine like competency, or like maybe they actually did care in some manner and they weren't just fucking evil. No, like all of that is gone when it comes to Bethesda, and this is just another example of that.
Yeah. You remember the story behind what happened when they originally did the radio play of War of the Worlds, right?
Yeah, they thought that the fucking world was actually being invaded because of the fucking play.
And apparently there were some people who fucking killed themselves because of it.
Yeah.
It's like, what do you think is going to happen if you do nuclear air raid warning with like a minute's notice on the radio and like not tell anyone? It is so fucking stupid.
Yeah, that is actually insane, especially when in this case, like the War of the Worlds thing, like that didn't even have any prior warning. That was literally just these people heard this play and thought, oh god, like the world is actually being invaded by aliens. Whereas here it's like there's actual like a possibility of nuclear Armageddon. Like there's an actual open war with China and they are openly threatening to use nuclear bombs against each other. And it is like
imagine
pervasive.
Doing this at the height of the Cold War.
Exactly. It would be exactly like that. Like doing something like this at the height of the Cold War and expecting people to just be calm.
Yeah. It's just one fucking song to the next. It's like listening to a fucking oldies radio station.
Yeah, it's just constant. There's no build up. There's no context. It's literally just every scene, just new song, new song, new song, new song, new song. And it plays over everything. It's literally just loud music playing over the scene. Like no dialogue, or if there is dialogue, it's drowned out by the music. God, this is so shit. It's literally like this was made by 4-year-olds.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised what a guy with a PhD in event planning can...
Oh my god. Fuck off.
What the fuck is even happening here? Like, I don't know. This is just such a bizarre scene.
It is. It also feels like they're like course correcting for what they did in season 1, where they treated it as a joke, and now they're like, oh, actually we can't really say that that's a thing that's happening and then leave it as a joke, because it is actually a serious problem, because what are they going to drink?
Also, in particular, why the fuck are they trying to solve this after splitting the vaults in half and you lose half your manpower?
Yeah, it's so weird. Like, why did you not focus on this before to get the water chip fixed, then enact your plan to separate the vaults and everything? But they can't do that, though, because they weren't actually planning on treating the water chip as an actual threat, because it was supposed to just be a joke. But then they realized that they're going to get flack, and there was criticism of it, so now they have to address it, but they've already enacted the plan, so now they're going to have to write around it because they're fucking stupid.
This is why you don't make shitty, nonsensical fucking nostalgia callbacks to something when you don't understand it.
God, it's so plainly obvious that the people who wrote this show just don't understand Fallout in any way. And it's crazy to me that there are people that genuinely try to argue that this shit is better than the Halo TV show.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So you see what I'm up against. In 33, I leave my quarters, take a right turn, another right turn to the elevator. Here in 32, it's a left and a left to the elevator.
Again, everything is the other way here, so just do the opposite of what you used to do.
I'm not sure it's that simple. Signage. No, that could be controversial. Maybe you could commission a feasibility study on the topic of signage.
Why the fuck are we wasting time on this nonsense?
Yeah, what the fuck is this? I hate everything that has to do with the vaults so much. Like, I know I should be thankful because it's just less time that they get to spend ruining New Vegas, but Oh my god, I fucking hate the vault stuff so much, dude. It's so cringe every time. It's so nothing. I hate it.
Like, I'm sorry, like, just constantly showing these characters to be brainless fucking idiots is not... It doesn't help anything at all. Just makes
It
me
doesn't
fucking hate
endear
them more.
me. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't endear me to their characters. It doesn't make me care about the plot that's going on here. It doesn't make me care about anything. I just want it to end so we can get back to the more meat of the show. Like, yeah, it's bad, but I would rather be covering that and watching that than dealing with this annoying subplot that goes, it means nothing. It means nothing. It's just a distraction. It's just filler.
Yeah.
I'm offering you a much more dignified solution to the one you've chosen for yourself, son of Hank. Get in your dad's cryopod.
I'm not gonna be your prisoner.
You're already my prisoner. All you have to do is wait until the surface is safe to recolonize. And then we'll all head up for Reclamation Day.
And when is that exactly?
When there's no one left on the surface to disagree with us.
That's retarded.
Yeah, it's like a literal child wrote this fucking garbage.
When there's no one left to disagree with us.
Really?
It's so stupid. And again, if they hadn't done all the dumb shit with the vaults they're all test vaults that fucking kill people, you could have just done this. You could have just made it so that the vaults are literally just your designated fucking slaves, basically, whatever. And you would just have a massive force all across the entire US for Reclamation Day that would come out and overpower everyone else. And then you would just take over the wasteland. But they didn't do that. That's not the plan they went with. So now they just have to sit here and wait until literally everyone on the fucking surface just dies.
Which
themselves.
Isn't going to happen. And like they even accounted,
it's not.
They even accounted for that plan. Oh yeah, it's not just going to happen on its own. We have to nuke the surface. Well, guess what? There's still people up there, and there's people coming out of your other vaults who have fucking survived. Your plan was fucked from the start.
Yep.
Almost like this show is very poorly written. Who would have fucking guessed?
God, it's so shit. It's so shit. It boggles my mind that people can actually sit here and try to defend this shit. It makes no sense. There is no logical consistency to anything going on. It's literally just shit happening for the sake of it happening, with dumb jokes thrown in and everything being taken not seriously at all. Nothing is genuine. Oh yeah, fucking the one behind all this shit in charge of Vaultec, basically. Yeah, it's a fucking Roomba. It's a fucking brain in a Roomba. Great fucking job. Oh yeah, you're really making me feel like this is a very dangerous fucking, very serious plot element to the story.
The architect of the apocalypse is a brain on a Roomba. That was the best he could come up with. Not a robo brain, not having his body like stored like house, not anything of the sort. Not like putting his brain in a chamber that's hooked up to the entire vault system with complete control. No, it's a brain on a Roomba with a little syringe on the side to kill someone with. The fact that Norm hasn't fucking done anything to him, like flipped him on his side or smashed the brain case open, is fucking insane. That's literally the first thing I would do.
Yeah, it's crazy he's done nothing else. None of this makes any fucking sense. And again, people want to argue that Bethesda has not turned the series into a massive fucking joke. How can you say that when like you just said, the architect of the apocalypse is a brain on a Roomba with a syringe basically glued to the side of it, who can't do anything?
Well, that's the thing. They say it is nothing but a joke, and stuff like this is part of the reason why. They say Fallout was never serious. Hey, there's aliens in the first game, so this is fine.
Fair. There's... So I'm talking. Okay, there's different people. You know what I mean? There's groups of people that believe that it was never serious, and then there are people who are trying to say like, no, Bethesda is very well. They could craft very good narratives. It's not all jokey jokes and shit. There are those people.
Yeah.
I'm specifically talking about them, the people who try to cope and say that Bethesda are good writers who can make very meaningful and very serious stories and they try to argue that Bethesda Fallout is very serious and not a complete fucking joke, when this is literally like one of the like biggest things, literally the architect of the apocalypse, which wasn't even a thing before, but now they're making that a thing. And the person they chose to do that is a fucking brain and a Roomba named Bud.
Yeah.
Or you could just let me go home. People are gonna notice I'm missing.
Oh, we have a protocol for everything, including when someone goes missing from a vault. Your overseer will handle it. No one is coming for you, buddy. Oh, maybe you'll be more reasonable once you're a little hungrier. Good luck finding something to eat when you can't see. You're living in my world. These 3 vaults are the product of decades of strategizing. The combined efforts of hundreds of the brightest pre-war minds with all the resources of a functioning civilization. You're just some malcontent who wandered down the wrong corridor. What hope do you have against the greatest achievement in the history of vertical integration?
It's impossible to take that seriously, considering how fucking retarded every element of this is.
Yeah, and also watch, this is going to be set up for a joke where he's now immediately going to override everything and completely take control of all of it, and he's going to be like, "What? No, my speech, I just said."
Yeah, like he did in Season 1. Don't go in there. Oh, he's going in there.
Yep.
I thought they were going to do a joke where he accidentally rolled down the stairs with him, like, going up to it, and, like, his speech...
I did too.
Yeah. Because I thought it was... that's the kind of writing we're dealing with, where that's fully expected. I'm more shocked that they didn't do it.
Yeah, I am too. I am surprised that they didn't immediately undercut his own speech in the middle of it with him falling down the stairs going, "Oh, ah, ooh, oh, shit, oh, ah."
Yeah.
But no, I'm still certain it's probably going to be a joke, and he's going to be like, get like some kind of idea and be like, vertical, whatever he just said. That gives me an idea. And then just immediately overrides everything, and then...
Or he's going to find a hatch to escape. Like, there's going to be maintenance tunnels or surface tunnels.
Yeah, there's just going to be some fucking blatant oversight that should have easily been caught, but because the pre-war people were so incompetent, because that's how Bethesda writes them, you know, none of that speech mattered because it wasn't true.
Yeah.
And no one is coming to save you.
The fact you haven't smashed the brain case open yet is fucking insane.
Yeah, just fucking kill him.
So you think my dad is gonna lead you to your family, which means you think your family's still alive after 200 years and somehow...
They literally are following his fucking footprints.
Fucking how? They didn't even come from the same direction. How are they just on this guy's trail when they took such a massive detour? Like, the likelihood that they would actually find the same path he took is insane. We're talking about the Mojave Desert.
Yeah.
It's fucking massive. People get lost in the present day in that shit all the time. How is it that they just happen to fucking wander across his path after taking such a massive detour?
She must have seen him pass by.
Shit, didn't mean to hit that.
Hi there. I'd like one bowl of flea soup.
Sure. What?
So, just wondering if you happen...
Wait, hold on. Oh, fuck you. Fuck. What the fuck is this shit? Why are we not taking any of the shit from the actual game? Like, why couldn't it be like iguana soup? Perfectly good reference to the games, right? And it would make sense. Some sort of native wildlife, and then have that made into a fucking soup. Why does it need to be flea soup and then have her fucking scratching her head, dropping fleas from her fucking head into what I'm guessing is just boiling water?
Yeah.
What the fuck is this, dude?
It reminds me of the cyborg chick from Season 1 who just has, like, a speaker in her cheek for some reason. It's like, this doesn't fit in with Fallout at all, but it's like the typical Hollywood thing. Because, like, if I was doing an adaptation of New Vegas, and I had a food stand, You can do things without even directly referencing existing items. You could do gecko stew, because there's a lot of geckos in the New Vegas area. You could do Cazador stew if you want.
Yeah.
Night Stalker stew, or it doesn't necessarily have to be stew, it's just an example. But you know what I mean. Hey, here's a Night Stalker steak, here's a gecko steak.
We've literally established that rad roaches are a thing. They literally could have been like rad roach fucking grill or something, you know, like a fucking grilled rad roach. Anything. Just something that's actually something that people eat.
Yeah.
That's been shown in the games that people fucking eat. Nobody eats fucking fleas in Fallout. That's not a thing. That's never been a thing. Why are we doing this? It just it's all done in service of a fucking shit joke that does nothing but harm the world building when there's already alternatives that exist that work just as good, that would actually make sense.
Yeah. Like realistically, flea soup would just be boiling water with a bunch of bugs in it, and not even like, as disgusting as it is, not even like a substantive amount of bugs to fill someone up. It would just be like a dozen or two. It would be like less than a teaspoonful.
Yeah, it's not like a fucking
Especially
pot full of. It's not like a pot full of grasshoppers or fucking scorpions or something where at least there's protein. At least there's something to eat. You're not going to get anything from fleas.
Especially from a single person's head. Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. This is almost as stupid as that fucking shit factory thing they were talking about in the fucking first season. Where the fucking shitters, and they eat flies. They eat good food so that they could catch flies and grind that up into food. So, which makes no fucking sense. If you have to eat food to create the shit so that the fucking flies show up so you could turn them into food, it's like you're not gaining anything. You're just getting rid of good food so that you can make worse food.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid. And that's basically what this is. Oh, it's so dumb. This is what I mean. This is the type of shit that I fucking hate. When people try to say, "Oh, but it's so faithful to the games." It's like, motherfucker, they can't even reference basic shit in the games that where it would fit. Like, there's so many different food items they could have been here that would have been just as strange, but at least would have fit. Gecko steak, gecko stew, like every mole rat meat, anything, all that shit we mentioned before, you could have stuck here. It would have been strange, especially for people who aren't aware of what type of stuff is in Fallout. But at least people who are fans of the game would know, like, oh yeah, that's an actual food item in the game. It makes sense that that's what it would be. But no, we get dumb shit like this of, oh yeah, old lady scratches fleas into a boiling pot. Like, that's going to fucking do anything. That's stupid. Oh, I hate it.
Once again, there's so many things you could have done, and they chose quite possibly the worst thing.
Yes. So many alternatives that would have worked way better, and they chose one of the worst options they could have.
Yeah.
Eat it while it's hot, miss.
That is actually revolting.
Eat it while it's hot, and there's still fleas jumping around in it. They would die, you fucking idiots. Ugh. Don't actually eat it. Just give her the caps, wait for her to turn around and sling it. And then ask her the question. That's all you have to. What the fuck, dude? This is such basic shit. This is so basic, and it would be endearing at least a little bit, because it's like, yeah, even she knows that this is stupid, and she shouldn't actually eat it. So she waits for her to turn around, slings it, but gives her the caps anyway, so that way she can open her up to asking her questions. But no, we have to do the dumbest thing imaginable and be like, oh yeah, well, I have to eat it or I don't look sincere. Like, wait till she turns around and sling it.
Yeah. It would have actually been like a slightly endearing moment. It would have been a slightly amusing joke of, oh, this is revolting, toss it. Like, we just watched Lord of the Rings a few weeks ago. Remember when Eowyn gave Aragorn the soup, and he tried it and it was awful? And she turned around and he tried doing exactly what you said. He tried dumping it. It's like, yeah, that's an amusing little moment. It's sort of an endearing character moment. And instead we have to deal with this cringe where she's going to gulp down this fucking rancid garbage.
Yeah, and it's also torturing the audience because we're being forced to watch this. Like, we don't want to see that. We want to see the character behave in a manner that, at least to some degree, we would You know, where it's like, I wouldn't eat that shit. And it would be more endearing if she were to look at it and go, oh, yeah, great. And then the moment she turns around, she fucking tosses it and then actually, yeah, good. And sets it back down and then gives her the caps. You know, at least then it would be like, yeah, that's probably what I would have done too. You know, at least it would make sense. But no, we have to sit here and watch this disgusting scene that none of us want to see that does not endear us to her at all. It just makes her look more stupid.
Yeah. And she definitely doesn't need any help looking more stupid with what we've seen so far.
So, have you happened to have seen a man passing by in a sort of oversized outfit made of metal?
He took my son.
Oh, I'm sure your son is up.
He's dead.
No, we don't know that.
No, he's dead. Just my kind of luck. Cocksucker owed me money.
Bruh. Really? Really?
Really?
Dude, you cannot have a serious moment, an actual genuine moment in this show for nothing. Here I was about to actually praise the show, being like, oh, you know what? At least we're getting into something where it's like, you could do something with this. You know, he took his son, killed him, he's dead. Actual moment of like, oh shit, yeah, that fucking sucks. I'm so sorry. You know, let's, you know, like, you know, well, we can find the guy who did it and get revenge. No, it has to be undercut with dumb bastard owed me money.
Yep,
everyone in the wasteland is just an unlikable prick. Like, why should I care about anybody? Everyone is just such an unlikable piece of shit. There's not a single genuine human being in this entire fucking world.
Yeah.
It's so shit.
Yeah, and once again, it's the same insincere fucking bullshit every time of like, kind of like you said, oh, we're almost about to have a serious moment. No, let's turn it into a joke. What's that? You thought this woman cared about her son dying? No, she's upset that he owed her money and now he's dead and can't pay her back.
God, it's so shit. And the worst part is there's going to be people fucking saying that, oh, yeah, well, that's what Fallout is. This is exactly like Fallout. Like, motherfucker, you've clearly never played 1, 2, or New Vegas. Clearly. Yeah. Because they do not do that shit in any of those games. Everything is treated sincerely. It is actually serious. It actually matters. People actually have feelings, and not everyone in the wasteland is a fucking piece of shit. There's actually people that you can get attached to and like.
Yeah.
Holy shit. This idea that if you weren't raised in a fucking vault, you're just a piece of shit who hates everyone is insane. Actually, it undermines the world of Fallout so fucking much. Oh my God, I hate this. Oh, I knew this was going to hurt and be painful to watch, but oh my fucking God, I'm so angry.
Yeah. Turning every aspect of Fallout's world into a joke destroys the fucking world. You can't take anything seriously when everything is a fucking joke. When nothing fucking matters. Gotta love how Cooper Howard's name is, like, basically unfucking touched on this sign, too.
Yeah, everything else is falling apart for the most part, but his name is perfectly fucking there. And also in red for some reason.
I assume that's because it's the actor's name. See,
but there's no other red anywhere else, so wouldn't that... I mean, surely there would have been someone else's name on there at least once.
Yeah, oh no.
That's weird, because there's no other red on there.
You know what else is red? Or, sorry, you know what else is weird?
The red, oh yeah, the people who wrote this show.
It's weird that, like, oh yeah, it's his movie playing, it's his name on there. And, like, being advertised as, like, that's a selling point of the movie. It's Cooper Howard. And yet, this would have been there when the bombs dropped. And when the bombs dropped, he was essentially portrayed as, like, a washed-up actor who had to do fucking birthday parties.
Yeah. He was a nobody at that point. Nobody cared about him. They saw him as a sellout.
Yeah. And they saw him as essentially a commie. They called him a pinko.
Yeah, so it's so weird that it's being referenced as if, yeah, he's still some big name in Hollywood that people would care about in their movie. You know, like that's going to be a selling point. And yeah, like you said, he was a washed out fucking sellout and potential commie. nobody fucking cared anymore by the time that the bombs fell. He was attending birthday parties for money. It's like, yeah, that's fucking shit. It's ridiculous. Ugh, I hate this.
This is one of the things I've heard about. Vault 24, cut Vault from the game that they've added in the show.
They sat around that table and they talked about the ending of the world like they were talking about a new business strategy.
Sounds like you heard something interesting.
What you knew?
And now you do too. So, what are we gonna do about it?
I'll be honest, I'm shocked they brought her back.
I am too, but I'm also astounded at their stupidity. Well, now you do too. What are we going to do about it? Oh, you're telling me the thing that you gave me didn't record? I thought that was the whole point. I brought it with me. No. That would have made too much sense because then we could have, aired it to the world and shown everybody what they're doing. No, that would make too much sense. See, this is why you are stupid capitalist and I am smart commie.
I also notice they didn't really put the de-aging effects on her this time where they did on her in the past. Now she just looks like she did in present day.
Yeah. What the fuck? Yeah, that is weird. Yeah, now that you mention it, yeah, that's really
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why would you do that? Why would you do that?
What do you mean, what are we gonna do about it? I told you, I'm not a spy. I'm not a red. I'm a fucking Hollywood actor who likes horses and cars.
And you also happen to be famous. And fame is a rare kind of power. You get to sit in rooms that I can't. Meet people that I could never...
Meet people like who?
Are you familiar with Robert House?
Oh, fuck off.
I'm familiar with Robert House. The guy owns half of Las Vegas.
He's also building a privately owned missile system in Las Vegas with enough firepower to follow through on your wife's proposals.
Bruh. Please tell me she's just speculating and not actually saying that's what fucking did it.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah. Because that wouldn't be used in this context. It wouldn't be used to stop nukes. It would be to shoot nukes.
Yeah. Hopefully that's
What the fuck?
Hopefully that's just the writers taking something that's in the game and making her speculate on it. And she's actually wrong, and they explain it away. I feel like I'm coping here. I feel like I'm coping.
Yeah.
Here.
I think you're giving them too much credit for thinking that they would even entertain the idea of doing that.
I feel like I gave them too much credit on a lot of things.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain it's gonna literally be fucking, at least in terms of this area, Mr. House is the one who fucking nuked this entire area and made sure that the Vegas Strip was protected.
Speaking of giving credit, have they had the ghoul take the ghoul juice yet? Has he taken his Zombrex yet in this episode?
I don't think so. We saw it in the flashback, but I don't think we've seen it since then.
Yeah.
When the bombs drop.
And you would think after, sucking up all the radiation out of that fucking cracked fusion core that it might be a good idea to do that. Just, because usually high amounts of radiation can actually accelerate the ghoulification process. So kind of weird that we didn't see him take anything after that.
Yeah.
It'll be Robert House that presses the button.
Are you asking me to spy on the wealthiest man in America?
Not spy on him.
You want me
Your
to...
wife is going to Vegas next week to sell cold fusion to Robert House. Then he'll have everything he needs to press that button unless you stop him. Play nice with your wife and get on that trip to Vegas.
They are not actually doing this. they are not saying House fucking nuked the planet.
I think they are. I think we're going this far. It's not enough that maybe he was lying. Maybe he's got an ulterior motives for wanting the courier to do all this stuff for him. No. It's not just that anymore. Now it's he's also the one who nuked the fucking planet itself. Dude. Anyone who defends this shit, I'm sorry, I'm going there. Anyone who defends this shit, fuck you. You're a retard, you're a fucking idiot, and you're not a fan of the Fallout games. I don't care what you say. If you are fucking gonna sit here and tell me that this is good writing and this is faithful to Fallout, fuck you. You don't know what Fallout is, and you never liked it to begin with. Fuck off. It's getting real tired of tourist season.
Home. Well, I still have one.
When the world goes down in flames, at least you'll know your hands are clean.
Never seen a vault like this before.
You've only seen 2. Shut up.
Yeah.
All for the course, in my experience.
You've been to a lot of vaults.
Uh-huh.
Oh. You must like them.
Every time I step foot in one of these concrete shoeboxes, I gotta make peace with the fact that I might finally learn what happened to my wife and my daughter.
Well, no, because if you step into a vault on the fucking East Coast, then you're probably fine. You're probably not going to find your wife and daughter in there.
Yeah. Also, again, I don't know how his daughter could even be in one of the vaults, considering he had her when the bombs dropped.
Yeah. Yeah, it's that whole thing we talked about earlier. If the bombs are going off, and, like, I don't expect it to be... Do they say how long the bombs are actually dropping for? Because I thought it was only, like, a few minutes. The main nuclear exchange lasting about 2 hours. So, I don't know. Seeing multiple nukes go off in Los Angeles like that, I don't know how he gets his daughter to a vault. I don't know how he gets anyone to anywhere. And his daughter gets taken, apparently, and goes into a vault. Like, I'm sorry, she was with him. He should know exactly where the fuck she is.
Yeah, they were on horseback. Like, you're not getting anywhere that particularly fast. Like, the bombs were already dropping. By the time that he would have gotten anywhere, they should all have been dead. Like, I'm sorry, they should have been vaporized by that point. So the idea that he somehow on horseback made it all the way to a fucking vault that wasn't closed yet somehow, it makes no fucking sense.
Whether they be alive, dead, or something far worse.
Right. I know about the experiments. Been to Vault 4.
Shut up.
Well, Vault 4 is the best case scenario.
It's literally not!
Yeah, no.
Trill has it coming in. Trill has it going out too. But what I'm curious about is why he even came at all. Ain't you a little curious too?
So this just feels like it's Fallout. Here's our obligatory vault section. Let's get out of the way early because we have other stuff to do this season.
Yeah, it really does.
We need the proper time to fucking completely rape and ruin House. So let's just get the vault out of the way at the start of the season.
Mm-hmm.
It's not your fault you were born in a vault. Let me hear you say it.
It's not my fault. I was born in a vault.
Bruh.
I'll be
Yeah,
right
it's almost
back.
like this is another fucking stupid reason why you don't just keep people trapped in the vaults forever until everyone else dies. Like, yeah, how are you supposed to fucking continue any kind of fucking population if you're not gonna freeze them?
Literally kills Bud's plan dead. Oh, our plan is to wait underground until everyone on the surface is dead, but we're not going to have enough people in our vault to sustain a population long term. And there's apparently going to be inbreeding. Like, are you fucking... Why are they continuing this shit from season 1?
Yeah, this is insane. This is so shit.
Feels good to say it out loud, doesn't it? That's just the first step. Trust me. As someone who's come out on the other side of this, I know what it's like to wonder if people look down their noses at you based on your family tree. A regular person can have an ingrown toenail, and it's just an ingrown toenail. But we have to wonder if it's because our genes are somehow broken. If I am somehow broken.
Bruh.
What the fuck is this? How are people saying this is good?
Yeah, how do people not see this as like the obvious fetish material that it clearly is? You literally have two fucking people who I'm assuming are brother and sister, literally looking at each other like they want to fuck.
Yeah, they keep looking at each other with... It's so fucking creepy.
So, we're gonna change the rules, right?
No inbreeding in the vault. We're gonna change that, right?
No, that's not what this is about. The rules are good, but that doesn't mean those of us who are products of inbreeding need to feel bad. You understand?
Come on.
Bro.
What the fuck?
Why are these showrunners fucking obsessed with incest?
I know, it's a constant theme. Episode 1 of season 2, by the way. Like,
yeah.
Straight. Like, they could not wait even like a couple of episodes in to start fucking filtering this shit in. No, literally the first episode, we have to have fucking incest shit again.
And not just like, oh, hey, it's something that happened in the vault, which was already bad enough. It was bad enough the way they treated it in season 1, where Lucy's like, oh yeah, it's fine for kids, which is fucking weird. But now that you have literally two characters walking out on a meeting because they're disappointed that the rule isn't going to be changed. Are you...
I hate this. I hate it.
This actually is fucking worse than I thought it was going to be. This is fucking something else, man.
Is inbreeding on the bingo card?
Writers barely disguised fetishes.
Well, that counts, so...
Yeah. Yeah, I maybe should have put that on the fucking bingo card. Like, silly me, I wasn't expecting it to come up again.
You know, I always felt my mother viewed me as a rival, which mirrored her relationship with her own mother, who was in love with my father, her fifth cousin. All the fifth cousins were fourth cousins.
Stop!
What the fuck?
If you aren't willing to go into cryo, you could always let me inject you with this guy right here. It really would be a whole lot easier. For both of us.
They're still doing the fucking needle joke, too. He still just has it fucking out and wiggling it at all times. I am already fucking beyond sick of this shit.
You have two rational choices. Get in your dad's pod, or die.
You're right, I only have two rational choices. Plenty of irrational ones.
What are you doing?
200 years of planning in order for everything to go just right. That seems like a lot of work if you ask me.
Stay back. Stay back.
I think plans are slightly overrated, personally.
No, wait, I need that to threaten you. What are you doing?
Thawing everyone.
What? No! You can't just thaw them all!
Why did you not do this before? What? You had the option to do this the entire time? And you were just sitting here starving to death, and you didn't think it would be a good idea to open the pods?
Every character in the show really is just fucking retarded.
Yes!
Oh my god, it was a sound effect from the game for turning the Pip-Boy flashlight on! I recognize that!
I know what that is!
It's so faithful to the games!
And broke new ground!
It broke new ground!
Why would Vault-Tec allow communists in one of their vaults?
I wouldn't be so sure they did.
Bruh.
Of course, Cooper Harrow's gonna be fucking familiar with those. He's gonna have seen them in action because he's a fucking Gary Stu who met Mr. House, and Mr. House while showing it off. Like how he shows off the upgraded Securitrons to the player.
I cannot get over that they actually thought it was a good idea to fucking put this in the show, to actually introduce these things into the show and not think that it's not going to cause a major problem.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh no. Are they doing what I think they're doing?
What do you think they're doing?
I think what they're doing is they're brainwashing people into becoming quote unquote communists so that they can blame China for the fucking bombs going off when they're the ones that actually did it.
Oh, fuck right the hell off.
I think that's how they're going to get around the whole this is incorrect because China, we know China started the war. They're going to make it so no. It wasn't actually the Chinese. It was actually Americans who were brainwashed into thinking they're Chinese soldiers who went out and detonated the bombs. But in reality, they were brainwashed by Robert House. They weren't actually Chinese.
I was wondering how they were going to deal with that with, like, everyone in Hollywood trying to pander to China now, and I guess game companies too trying to pander to China now. I was wondering how they were going to deal with that, because delving so much into the pre-war world and the bombs dropping, they would have had to cross that bridge at some point. And that might actually be how they're doing it here. You might be right. You're probably right.
I could be wrong, but why else? Why introduce the fucking brainwashing technology when it's such a big problem for the series as a whole to have that here? And why have them all wearing communist shit and then having these basically these fucking brainwashing screens and shit, unless it's literally to get these people to go out and detonate the bombs to look like Chinese fucking nationals and blame China for the nukes being dropped.
Yeah.
Oh well, hey, at least he finally took some.
Credit where it's due. They kept the Zombrex, as stupid as it fucking is.
Wow, I can't believe this badass has asthma. That makes him a lot less badass. Oh god, what a perfect image to represent modern Fallout.
So that's what it was. It was a sugar bomb.
Well, hello there, Sugar Bomb.
Looks like your daddy picked himself up a guinea pig.
I fix everything. Go home. Sugar Bomb. Go home.
Go home! Go!
Okay. I don't know what any of that was for.
Yeah, that was fucking random.
Oh, look, another head exploded. It's hyper-violence, just like in Fallout.
This is Hank McLean, reporting for duty, sir. Nobody in Vault-Tec knows I'm here, and nobody in Vault-Tec knows much of anything anymore. Wanted to let you know I'm still alive. I hope you are too. I mean, I don't doubt that you are. You spent so much time calculating how to survive all possible contingencies.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah, they're doing the fucking Mr. House is the fucking overseer of all of this shit, and God, this is so fucking awful.
I've been keeping busy. I'm in Vegas these days, back in your old stomping grounds, actually. Trying to pick up where you all left off. Looks like a couple of the Vault experiments ran into some speed bumps. 24 made progress on the brain-computer interface.
Why would it still be smoking?
Yeah, what?
This one, miniaturization. What it all needs is integrating. But I'm confident that if I just roll up my sleeves, I can bring it all home for you. Then we can finally talk about my promotion. I'm going to complete the work you started. When this is all over, you will be begging me to help you.
Oh, thanks, sweet merciful fucking Christ, it's over.
Yeah, fucking God, that was bad. Oh my God. Oh, I knew episode 1 was going to be bad. I didn't think we were going to go this fucking... I didn't think we were going to dive into just putrid shit that deep. Holy fuck.
Yeah,
Just right out of the gate, we're just fucking, yeah, but fucking Mr. House is behind it all. He's the evil mastermind. Yeah, fucking absolute character assassination. Fuck it. Oh my God.
Yeah. I don't think that could have been worse if they tried, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say at this point. I'm kind of at a loss for words, aside from, you know, everything we've said already.
Yeah, anyone fucking soy pogging at this shit and saying that this was a good episode and it lives up to fucking standards of original Fallout or New Vegas or anything like that, like, fuck you. Actually, just go ahead and delete all of your fucking accounts and just get the fuck out of here, because I can already see fucking TKS Mantis and all those other fucking retards just, oh my God, guys, look, the thing, it's so good, and then not even bring up the fact that they're fucking character assassinating Mr. House, or they'll just defend it and say, well, yeah, it was obvious from the beginning that Mr. House was evil. He was a corporatist. He was a capitalist. Of course he'd be evil. Fuck off.
Yeah, I don't know how you get much worse than this, honestly. Like, it is so... Literally the first 5 minutes, they fucking ruined House.
Yeah, like, just right out of the gate. That's how they opened the fucking episode, was just, oh yeah, here's fucking Mr. House, the fucking evil capitalist, just fucking killing people with mind control. Bruh. We're talking like evil mustache twirling shit at this point. Like, this is like cartoonishly stupid.
Yeah. Fucking they're implying that his missile defense system was actually used to send the nukes for Vault-Tec. He's full in on it. All the people fucking coping for the past year and a half, oh, well, House didn't actually say he was in on it. He didn't give any suggestions for any of the vaults. We don't know that he's in on it. He didn't appear to be in on it, even though him literally saying, there's a lot of money to be made in the end of the world, and how do you guarantee results? No, that was him just trying to get information. No, motherfucker, I was right the entire time. Fuck you. Fuck all of you.
Yep. Hit the nail on the fucking head. Oh, I hate this so fucking much. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that?
I'm just left largely speechless and fucking annoyed. Like, I knew it was gonna be bad. I didn't think it was gonna be quite this bad. Like, I can already tell. When it comes to, like, doing the full breakdown of the season, I have my work fucking cut out for me.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
yeah, I think a lot of the rants and analysis we made of season 1 are basically going to be, like, tripled.
Yeah.
In terms of what we're going to be covering
if the rest of the season
this time.
If the rest of the season is as bad as this episode, my analysis is going to be way fucking longer than the first time around. There's so much for them to fuck up and ruin here.
Like, they've already ruined House in the first episode. Like, we haven't even touched Caesar's Legion or technically the NCR. I mean, we sort of did in season 1, but like...
Yeah, the NCR's presence in the Mojave. We haven't touched upon the Kings or Freeside or fucking anything, really. We've barely gotten into it, and they've already done massive damage.
You know what I'm worried about?
What
they might do? I'm worried that they might somehow try to paint the ghoul as the courier.
Oh yeah, it's one of the bingo slots.
I know. That's one of the things I'm worried about, because I could see them doing it, because they're going to do the whole thing of, well, we don't really know the courier's history. That was the point. And, you know, maybe all along he was the ghoul and shit like that, which makes no fucking sense, because I'm pretty sure your character would have been called out for being a ghoul multiple times throughout the story. But no, I could still see them doing it anyway yeah, he was the courier. He was Mr. House's protege or something of that nature.
I'm glad we didn't get any Maximus this episode.
Yeah, thank God.
I was just waiting for the scene change and for both of us to be like, no! The set designs, makeup, CGI, acting, and all the little elements on their own were great. However, the actual storytelling and finesse were awful. It really was terrible as far as the writing and direction goes. The opening scenes especially are just clunky and don't flow at all, and the pacing just never picks up. It's just scene after scene of essentially blatantly uncreative setup for plot points. Also, they very chunkily addressed all the mysteries and loose ends immediately in the first episode, which I'm finding very strange. I'm not trying to spoil it, but it's just not a great start. They should have at least dropped episode 2 today as well, because this borderline already ruined any questions and excitement I had after season 1. Bizarre. 7 out of 10.
I genuinely hate these people.
Yeah. Why the fuck is Lanius a manlet?
Yeah, what? Why does that look so shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking Leggett was one of the fucking tallest people in New Vegas.
Yeah.
He's fucking huge. Why is he a fucking manlet?
Like,
God, that armor looks so shit too. It just doesn't fit.
Awful.
It looks so bulky and weird.
So that's episode 1 of season 2 and all of its fucking misery. Like, I don't know how Todd Howard can go out there and say, oh yes, we're honoring all of the endings, and you just completely fucking destroy everything.
Yeah, this is insane. Like, imagine trying to say that you're trying to be faithful to the games and then doing this to House in the first episode.
Yeah.
Like, how? How are you going to sit here and say that to people? I genuinely hope that global warming is real, just so fucking LA can be fucking sunk underwater and we never have to deal with that fucking miserable pile of shit place ever again.
Yeah.
Or the people in it.
Yeah, this was fucking awful.